Northern California in the late 1960s was a vibrant cultural hub, but soon San Francisco's streets would be overshadowed by a creeping, invisible threat. Serial killers usually operate in the shadows, doing everything possible to avoid detection. This individual broke that pattern. He demanded an audience and actively courted the press. He left behind a substantial physical record. By dropping thick envelopes into mailboxes, he flooded police with letters, complex codes, and claims of 37 lives. Investigators possessed handwriting samples, victim testimonies, and these two composite sketches. Despite this collection of specific identifiers, the man behind the drawings remains completely unknown. This raises a difficult question. How did a killer leave so much evidence, and yet manage to turn those very clues into a shield against the FBI? The physical violence began in December 1968. By the following summer, the strategy shifted to include direct written correspondence with the public. He sent letters to major publications like the San Francisco Chronicle, blackmailing the editors. He threatened to continue the murders unless they printed his messages directly on the front page. Through the printing press, he established a recognizable brand, marked by an iconic crosshair symbol and a chilling opening phrase. "This is the Zodiac speaking." By weaponizing the public's fear through the media, the killer achieved a level of dominance that physical violence alone could not sustain. This grid of alien-looking symbols is the infamous 408 cipher, a complex cryptogram used to lure investigators. When civilians decoded the message, it revealed a motive of bloodlust. However, the text yielded no names or identifiers that could lead to an arrest. Then he escalated the difficulty with the Z340 cipher. The mathematical complexity of this code was staggering, occupying the FBI's cryptanalysis units for 51 years. These puzzles functioned as structural distractions. They were designed to drain police resources and mock the intelligence of the investigators trying to solve them. Amidst the noise, investigators identified one highly compelling target, Arthur Lee Allen. Allen fit the psychological profile. He even wore a specific brand of diver's watch featuring the exact crosshair logo the killer drew on his letters. But look at the manual review required for forensic evidence in this era. This is where the case stalled. Allen's fingerprints and DNA failed to match the physical evidence collected at the crime scenes. This clash of evidence, a perfect circumstantial profile refuted by hard biological data, left prosecutors without a path forward. The more perfect the clues appeared, the more their contradictions created the very doubt that protected the suspect. Fast forward to the year 2020, an international team of supercomputer experts achieved a massive breakthrough, finally cracking the Z340 cipher. We can see here how the decoded message resolves into a massive block of text. But after half a century of work, the solution delivered only one final, taunting monologue. There was no name. Today, the investigation relies on modern DNA technology, seen here in this laboratory setup. Microscopic evidence might still succeed where symbolic puzzles failed. This case demonstrates that a vast collection of evidence can be engineered to mislead, turning a forensic trail into a structural distraction. Do you believe modern forensic science will eventually unmask him? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this dive into true crime history, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next mystery.